Alright, we're waiting for Splice and Gigabyte Marines to begin. Meanwhile, you know, let's talk about the mismatch here. Zeros against Vichichachi is going to be crazy. Splice showed a lot of flaws in their draft, a lot of problems with the picks that they need to potentially pick later down the line. Yellow versus yellow here. Gigabyte Marines, I think Levi and Zeros are really hype. That's all I know. Nocturne ban targeted against Splice. Yumi is something that Gigabyte Marines played many times. Yumi Garan. In the finals, they played the 3 games and the enemy team refused to ban it, which I think was low-key esports. I think, I'm not sure. Nevertheless, Zaya ban on blue. Olaf ban. Is this a Gragas first pick for Gigabyte Marines? It sure smells like it. Syndra is open. Kobe likes to play Syndra on bottom. We'll have to see. Syndra is open now. Kiana ban. Syndra open. Gragas open. Zayarakan is out. Kaiser's in the picture. Syndra first pick lock. Syndra bottom is monstrous. Syndra in the mid lane has counters on blue. You need to be ready to play it on 2 lanes. Otherwise, it's rough. Can also potentially ban some counters second wave if enemy doesn't pick it first 3. Gragas Nautilus. Noshkren has been running it down on Nautilus, but Nautilus is a very high pick prio. Koala and Nautilus, Noshkren and Nautilus seem to be deadly combinations that are quite inty. Syndra Tristana rotation is crazy good. Zeros on Akali is one of the best Akalis in the world. The fact that he gets it, they will regret it. They will regret giving Zeros Akali. This is Tristana Syndra flex. They're picking the best matchup. Here as a mid laner, this face right here. What the fuck do I pick into that? That's what he said right there. I am fucked, is what he said. How do you pick mid into these 3? You know Akali is going top. Tristana Syndra flex is still fucking difficult. It's hard to pick. He's like, okay, we're picking Vichichachi GP. He's a one trick. GP is good into Akali, so this is the benefit here of giving Zeros Akali. We saw earlier today Khan doing well into Bwipo. Zeros Akali is on another level. Another level, man. On another level. You heard it here first. JK, it's been said many times. Zeros Akali is really fucking good. Really good. Why is this picture so out of fit to screen? How do I fit to screen? Whatever. Okay, that's the best I can do, and then we can center it. Bam. Okay, ban Rek'Sai. Listen, I would ban Rek'Sai if I have Gragas locked in. Let's see what funky pick Levi is gonna pick for us. I'm excited. We should be excited because, you know, there's been many jungle bans here, but Levi comes prepared. No worries. Also curious what they pick as a support pick. I don't know what Slay plays into Nautilus. They didn't ban support second wave here, so they definitely have options. Morgana could be very good. Morgana I like a lot. Good into Gragas, good into Nautilus. Good with Syndra bottom. I think it depends completely on where you want to send things. But here you can pick mid 4th. Okay, Ezreal. Alright. Ezreal into Syndra is okay, I guess, but you lose. You have a losing matchup. Later you have some options with Ezreal. Ezreal always on 2 items is always going to be fine. We saw that in the IG game, and Ezreal always contributes his fair share. But in terms of lane prio, he's the loser. So picking Pyke here is definitely an option. Pyke, Syndra bottom, definitely something that works. Tristana, Pyke bottom. You can get away with more picks into Ezreal Nautilus than, for example, Kaiser Nautilus. But Kaiser was banned second wave, Cassio was banned second wave, and that's is that the Kazakhs? Is he looking in Kazakhs? Holy. Alright. Look at this composition of Gigabyte Marines. This is just right up the wheelhouse of something that Splice potentially couldn't deal with. So Splice they want to look to snowball on bottom, don't pick LeBlanc. Oh my goodness. I predict Gigabyte Marines win. Their comp is funky enough to throw Splice off, and playing around bottom in such a game is not so interesting. LeBlanc is a fine pick, honestly, into Tristana and LeBlanc, so matchup-wise it's good. But Splice with LeBlanc, you need to play around the 2v2 mid, and I just don't think Splice is good enough to do that. So we'll have to see. Vigichachi on an island. Let's see if Levi can impact that top lane matchup early on, so Akali has smooth and free sailing. Akali Zeros is monster. Just take a look at this game for sure. Let's fast forward to live. That's live. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Look at that trophy in the back. This venue or this arena looks beautiful. Wow. Okay. Gigabyte Marines. That's Zeros. What a man. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know. J-Team though, wow. J-Team. Sharp and Orome or brothers or what? They look like twins. Holy, look how big they made Kobe. Kobe Bryant. Gigabyte Marines. There's Syndra on bottom. I have some options to gank Syndra here, for sure. If they gank the Syndra with the Nautilus and the Gragas. She doesn't have the same safety as Tristana, but I think Tristana is better into LeBlanc than what Syndra is. Because when she W's you E her, you hit, and then you W on where she came from. But of course, a lot of the matchups into LeBlanc is how aggro can I play? When you ask a mid laner, you can win 1v1 match against LeBlanc? They should answer, depends on how aggro I can play. And knowing Xerxe, he will not path around mid too much, at least in competitive games he doesn't. So we will have to see, because in such a game, he needs to. Playing around bottom, I don't believe it in this game. Ezreal is not going to carry this game. But sure, if he gets fed, he's going to carry. Splice are leashing on bottom side. Oh, that's new. Leashing on bottom. Okay. Can Splice play around mid lane? Find out next. Gigabyte Marines. Syndra with a sweeper. Kha'Zix with a sweeper. Didn't see what they swept. Too tired to look it up. Man don't care, man don't wanna know. Hits the creep. Zero's taking some heavy damage. This is very common in the matchup. Vigichachi top lane gangplank is very high level. So the fact that it goes through, surprising. This lane is very sad to play. Even the best of the best can't do it. So it's incredible that Khan came out of the lane unscathed, because this lane matchup is hard. This matchup is hard as fuck. Wow, Kiaya doing some good trades. As you can see with space, Tristana can win. Here, Chachi should just freeze the wave and enjoy a good time, because Gragas is pathing into top. Don't hit the wave. Don't hit the wave, bro. No. Why are you pushing? Why are you pushing, Chachi? Don't push. Don't hit the passive on the wave. Gragas is right there. Call Gragas. Say, hey! Akali's dead right now. They're pinging missing. Zeros is getting away with murder here, man. Oh. Zeros is getting away with murder. Okay, Xerxe is late now. Kha'Zix is on the location. If Gragas ran right away and he froze, there was a window to punish there. Oh, Xerxe is coming. Levi is jumping. Zeros is still in a position where he is in trouble. Second biscuit is coming up soon. As soon as the second biscuit comes up, and if GP stays in lane and he freezes, then this matchup is hard. Kiaya kept mid prio, went into red buff, spotted that Gragas didn't take it, and Gragas gets punished now. He had a window there to potentially punish the Akali, but I think the fact that GP used his stuff on the wave, even here, like the fact that he doesn't TP on the wave is such a sissy move. Like here, like why don't you TP on the wave, man? Even if Kha'Zix comes, like waste his time. It's all good. Maybe, I guess, he's afraid of a Kha'Zix. It's not too bad. I went too hard. Just the fact that Akali gets away with this is crazy. GP did in fact freeze top, so maybe TP on the wave didn't matter. My bad, my bad. I take it back. I take it back. GP didn't TP on the wave, still froze top. All is good. Amplifying Tombai. Let's see how this pans out. Amplifying Tombai with refillable potion. Still, GP can still poke and still do well. I don't understand the no magic mantle buy. I'll prefer a Doran's Blade, but yeah, to each their own. If his TP was not CC, then at least his buy was CC. Zeros, dropping low, very fast. Very difficult to play Akali against GP early lane phase. You need to look to all-in, and if the all-in doesn't succeed, you're also fucked. So this matchup has been buffed many times with GP. Zeros is basing. GP is freezing. Zeros is basing for a cloth armor probably. Oh, Amplifying Tom doesn't give a shit. Maybe this is how you have to play the matchup. You just play to buy damage and then all in. But enemy has no magic mantle. So maybe you should just play for the sustain battle. Like here, already when he buys no magic mantle, it delays his Trinity for so much. So maybe Zika's Angra is still goodbye. Kiaya. Missing some CS in mid, but that's okay. Maintains prio. Vampiric Scepter is better based than what Humanoid has. 900 gold versus 700. Can region on the wave. Now, if LeBlanc tries to trade, Tristana definitely has windows to pressure. You can see here clearly that the teams here, Tristana had some prio moments, and she has sweeper. Sweeper on Tristana is kind of strange. I disagree with it, but let's see what they can make of it. Zeros has flash. He will have to flash, but he refused. Okay. Honestly, that was good. Good play. Gragas flashed, he flashed. He had to flash anyway. He can trade flashes. It's good. I respect it. I thought maybe he would get killed by GP and Gragas barrel to pop. Trading this gang for Ocean Drake is an absolute disaster. So here Gigabyte Marines are in really good state. Really good state. Kha'Zix 6 is a very big power spike for all of the 2v2s, and Akali is even pretty much. GB is gonna catch this wave and be ahead a little bit, but Akali is super happy here. Super happy. Double cloth armor. Yeah, why not? Enjoy. Sorcerer shoes on bottom. Gigabyte Marines have damage now to one shot. Nautilus, if he doesn't doesn't proc the aftershock. Honestly, I'm running out of words. I'm on game 6 now, and I just want to gauge the strength of all the teams. So that's why I'm doing all 6 games today, but I'm not gonna continue. No way in hell I'm gonna continue. So team fighting with Gigabyte Marines composition would be very difficult later. They have a lot of room to make mistakes. If they get caught, if they get chunked, if they get poked, it's going to be super difficult. Their composition is very hard to team fight with. Splice have a lot of good engage, they have a lot of good poke. If this game goes even, I think around the Nashor space, it might be difficult for Gigabyte Marines to execute. They need to find picks on side. They need to find a lot of picks. Chachi getting traded on here. Humanoid going back in to just let Kiaya proc the bomb. And Preceptor here. Xerxes no flash. Not committing into anything here. Xerxes visiting bottom, giving Splice 1 pry on bot, and then they continue. Hue3 is in fog here. Didn't get spotted, I believe. Walking after Levi. Levi making some plays. Going for the red buff. Second red buff of the game that is going to be stolen away. They're looking and camping. GP is walking too far up. Sirius is pinging him out. W now on of Pyke. He's chasing. GP has flash on and walks away. Sniffs it out. Chachi being a rock. You know, as the day of the vegetarian top laners. Impact and Chachi doing fine so far. Oh, wow. Yeah, good play from Splice here. Punishing Gigabyte Marine's bullshit. Splice spotted the Pyke on top. They're defending the top lane. And honestly, yeah, my pick'em is ruined. Because I'm losing all my faith in Gigabyte Marines. Let's see how well Zeros can play on this Akali. Let's hope he shows us some great moves. Okay, Noskira and fishing. Just coming in and stealing Humanoid's XP. Why not? Enjoy, he says. Zeros missing a Q, gets no move speeds. Chachi can chase. Hex-Drinker on. Oh, it's live. I can't go forward anymore. Okay. So if the game continues like this, Splice is gonna win. Like, it's gonna be hard for Gigabyte Marines to win. They need to mechanically outplay Splice to win the invites. It's so much easier to execute Splice composition later on, and a lot of things need to go right for Gigabyte Marines to win. I don't know what they're called. Like, people say they're not Gigabyte Marines anymore, but I enjoy. You know, I like Gigabyte Marines. It's a cool name. Zoomp. Hue 3. Hey, hey, hey. I'm struggling to keep focus. I apologize. Splice should have an easier time team fighting. I mentioned this a couple of times. That even rings true at this point in the game. Ezreal's quite strong. He's too far ahead of the Syndra in terms of items here. 2 finished, and 2 items power spike is going to be crazy for Ezreal against this team, because every Q is going to count so fucking much in terms of how much damage you do. Pyke hasn't found any effectivity yet. Syndra is also looks like far away from Luden's Echo. Those last 500 golds, you can really feel them when you play Syndra. Blade almost finished for Tristana. Honestly, it's more than 500 gold because she wants sorcerer shoes. So that's just my estimation being wrong, because I didn't see that she bought the sneakers. Vichiwashi. Kiaya. He got cancelled. Kiaya. Fuck, man, I predicted the wrong one. I knew either Gigabyte Marines or J Team was gonna be better than Splice. Oh, not new, but this is what I wanted to say. And then I just had higher hopes for Gigabyte Marines than I did for J Team. And that's what you get when you don't make research. Because I didn't make any research on J Team. I just thought the Splice would be worse than some of these teams. Right now, Gigabyte Marines are doing nothing impressive. Their picks, their goofy picks, are not working out. They lost the Mountain Drake, the Important Drake. The Ocean didn't seem to matter. Bottom matchup seems to be whatever. They didn't create any situations. This Kha'Zix is not fed at all. He's been farming jungle. Levi's coach said that he's the best jungler at the World Championship. So let's see if that's true. Obviously not. Splice have taken their time in their place, but they've still created some scenarios. They made the gank on bottom happen. They made the gank on mid happen from uncommon angle. So Noshkren on Nautilus is paying off so far. It was the first pick that they did, and it's working. Ezreal on bottom. Splice just need to chill. Splice are very happy to play the chilling game. I got a bit too excited when I saw the draft and Champion Select, and I was hyped about Zero's Akali, and I was expecting craziness from Gigabyte Marines, but so far they are doing nothing. Doing nothing. I thought they would find plays that I wouldn't be able to see. Okay, Levi. Levi jeans. Levi still has the hoppity hoop. He has E. Ease away. Noshkren doesn't queue in because that would be a mistake. Trinity Force buy on Ezreal coming in. That's fine. Gigabyte Marines need to hope later that they can assassinate people because they have a lot of damage that is hard to avoid. Akali and Tristana, Syndra, Pyke, Kha'Zix, they can do a lot of guaranteed damage here, and if Gigabyte Marines find picks in team fights and Splice don't have the damage to kill some of these squishy targets, then it might be difficult. But of course, assassinating LeBlanc and Ezreal is a tough task. Kali is quite far ahead now. She has sustain in her build now, and she's going to win out this GP Akali matchup now. Very delayed Trinity Force because of Hex Drinker. Oh. 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 Okay, let's take a look at this. So, humanoid hits everything. Chain is on. What hits him? Is it the Luden's Echo only? Because that was not Krag's ult. Okay, DJ Chachi, will you sniff it out that they want to dive you? Yeah, sniffs it out. Trade of sides. Zero's punching away on bottom tower. Chachi TP's back into bot to defend. Splice now rotating into Dragon. Rift Herald still alive and well on top. And it's hard for Gigabyte Marines to face check. Very difficult. Zeros is in the pit. He's out. Levi on red. Humanoid can legit combo one-shot someone if he lands here. Pike. Boom. Yeah. Wonderful. Humanoid finding his element here on LeBlanc. Very good. If you pick cocktail picks, you better make sure it's a cocktail party, and this is not a cocktail party. This is Giga Marines making the safe plays. Splice doing the same. And honestly, Gigabyte Marine's composition doesn't have a lot of safe plays to do. They need to find opportunities. Can Zeros carry? That's the question. I doubt it. The matchup into LeBlanc now is quite difficult for Akali. LeBlanc is so freaking far ahead. Team fighting, much easier for Splice, and now Splice is also on top of that ahead. They have a lot of funneled gold onto the LeBlanc. That matters a lot, because what's compensating Kha'Zix here is, like his CS is compensating for a bit of the lead. Zeros gets spotted, gets hooked. Zeros flashes. Important. Turret for turret so far. Can Levi dive top? Ninja Tabi on GP, and Tristana is not so strong. Chachi did that thinking he had Trinity Force. This GP ult is unnecessary. Don't like it. Trading side, Splice should have mid-pry, or Syndra can have a hard time walking up on the wave against Gragas and Nautilus, and Ezreal's keeping safe distance, so Syndra can't pressure too hard. Good vision from Splice on the bottom side of the map. This is a big problem of Splice, how they accelerate their mid-game, but this has been rather slow, and in a game like this you can accept it because they don't need to take any risks. When you allow Splice to have a draft where they don't need to take any risks, you put them in their comfort zone. And Gigabyte Marines, when they picked this, I was hoping we would see some shenanigans. No shenanigans, just 2 red buff invades that end up with Syndra dying on bot and Splice defending top. So it's very bad. This spike is one of the worst spikes. Like one of the most unenthusiastic, unimaginative pike performances I've seen in a long time. You know, imagine if I see like G2 with a draft like Gigabyte Marines, I'm like, holy, let's see what's going on here, you know? Let's see if they can figure something out. They are going to do some plays, they're going to do some things to make these champions work, and that's what I was hoping from Gigabyte Marines here. But Splice played safe and steady, found opportunities where Gigabyte Marines gave it, and just took him. Splice are putting vision on bottom side. I don't know if I agree with this, because honestly it's Nash time, but it's not like Gigabyte Marines can do Nash, so Splice decide when it's Nash time. Gigabyte Marines cannot do Nash at all. Wow. Gigabyte Marines setting a trap. It don't matter. Chachi back into the bottom. Gigabyte Marines just need to look to find picks on side. That's the only way. Syndra is pretty useless now at this point. Chachi fucking up some GP mechanics. Not a big deal. It's okay, Chachi. LeBlanc no TP doesn't allow her to lane into Akali anymore. But maybe they could do that anyway, because honestly, Akali would win so hard and you get prio. Okay. Zero's getting caught and dying. Levi, you can hold back, you can hold back. Okay. You cannot hold back. That's tired me talking. You would die. Zero's getting caught. Splice hovering into bottom side. There's no threat of Nash at all. And Splice seem to know this. They're very well aware. Splice is playing a good game. It's hard to judge Splice of a game like this because they're allowed to play slow. You know, they're allowed to take very little risk. The game is in the hands of Gigabyte Marines. Not in the hands, but the timer is on them. More so. Because it's definitely in Splice's hands. There's casually doing the fucking grump. He gets banged, gets shot. And then he gets to take a Gragasult with him to the grave. Gigabyte Marines, very boring. Very disappointing. Gigabyte Marines supposed to be the team that excites everyone with craziness. With such a draft, you better bring the craziness. Have you ever been outdrafted in solo queue? This is what this game feels like. Boom. Okay. Craziness. Enjoy it. Good pick. No one was showing on the mid wave. So this was dangerous. Is this the throw that we've been waiting for? Oh, Kobe. Zeros? You have ult, you have ult. Nice kill steal. Gigabyte Marines use a lot of their tools here though. By a lot of their tools, I mean TP of Akali. There's no split push option now for Akali. Even though split push option didn't matter so much anyway, because she couldn't really dive GP anyway. But maybe Pyke and Akali could have gone bottom together and maybe find a pick. Kill GP, dive him. And then walk out and defend Nash. Could be a play. Tristana has an interesting build. Soon she has IE. That's going to be great. Captain Obvious said. I was checking the time. It's 8 o'clock and it feels like it's fucking 3 in the morning. Spy is doing Nash. Levi almost stealing. Oh, that blows. Okay, so let's take a look at this situation. Zeros is bottom with no TP. So spies are like, fuck these kids. We're putting down some pinks. And then we're starting Nash. I like it. Zeros is bottom. Zeros is bottom, no TP. So this triggers Splice to do this. Humanoid keeps okay position. And it was close though. If Levi steals this, it's definitely a bad play. And denying a Kha'Zix from entering the pit can be dangerous. Because he can go invis and all, and you don't really know his exact position. Well, I guess they spotted him here once. What was Levi doing? If Levi steals this, he needs to auto ult. He needs to do it instant so everything flies in the same animation. Because she doesn't dodge projectiles that are in the air. Okay, nothing to be found here. I'm just blacking out, man. I'm half asleep. So I apologize. Whew. Let's go Zero. Show us some big plays. LeBlanc can one shot a lot of people now. PD ready. Hex Drinker. Zeros is pretty strong. The Void. I don't know why you bought Void. Not a lot of MR on enemy team. I don't like the Void. Avoid the Void this game. Death Cap coming in third for Syndra. Not Void. Right? So why are you going Void Zeros? Okay, that's the pick. Chachi is running. Chachi is running. Oh, Chachi is smurfing. Look at Chachi. Oh, the bleed! Kobe with the hard int. What the fuck? Everything about that was really troll. Zeros is dead, I think. What the fuck? Did Kobe just end the game? Chachi smurfed. Gigabyte Marines completely misunderstood Splice. Completely misunderstood Splice, Gigabyte Marines. Terrible. Straight up terrible. Splice. Win. Group of life. Splice did what Splice does best. Calm and collected, picking picks that are easy to perform with in a team fight. They didn't get scattered by the fact that enemy has different picks. They took some opportunities. Took a risk with taking the Nash. I liked it. Zeros was on bottom. They pulled the trigger. These are some of the things that Splice needed to work on coming into the groups. So they had some better vision, better opportunity finding. But honestly, my review is so total garbage because I'm so tired. Honestly, I think I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep during the game. And that's no offense to these two teams, but Gigabyte Marines, honestly, was very boring. Splice, yeah, they're okay. Wow, what a day. I need to nap. I'm done. I'm just done.